Tonight at 6 o'clock, a family grieving 2 lives lost after a car came crashing right through their home.
Yeah, police say it all started with a woman driving under the influence, smashing into the family's back porch. This happened in Blackford County, about 90 minutes northeast of Indianapolis. Our Karen Campbell headed up there today to see how that family's holding up.
Thursday was like any other day for this family until...
just changed. Heard a boom, and it was over.
Tom and Lisa Simmons say that boom was when Brandy Bear crashed her car through this home, while they and 6 other family members were on the porch and in the front yard.
She killed 2 of my family members. I had my son in one helicopter. I had my granddaughter in another helicopter.
Police say Bear was driving drunk. She was arrested on a number of charges, including reckless homicide. The crash killed Lisa's father, 79-year-old Jake Michael, and her grandson, 5-year-old Jensen Reynolds. Jensen's 18-month-old sister Emma suffered a fractured skull that needed stitches.
Thankfully, she's out of ICU, and they've moved her into her own room. So that was priority number 1. And then obviously we have, funerals we have to take care of.
And that's Grandparents' Day.
Jensen's father, Jared Reynolds, says his son and great-grandfather were inseparable. Jensen posing with him at preschool for Grandparents' Day. Jensen graduated from preschool just a couple of weeks ago.
He was so excited for kindergarten.
Yeah.
He's so smart, so funny, so loving, sweet.
Yeah.
A memorial now sits in the front of the home, honoring 2 lives lost, lives of 2 best friends. The family now calling on the courts for justice.
For God's sake, keep her in there for the safety of her, for the safety of my family. That's what we need, and that's what we're rallying for.
Well, the family is still seeking answers as to why the judge issued that $5,000 bond for Brandy Bear. Now, as for Bear, she is due in court on Thursday.
So our 13 Investigates team learned today the suspected driver, Brandy Bear, has a long history of run-ins with police related to her driving. Dustin's been looking into her background, so what'd you find?
We found more than a dozen arrests or citations going back about 20 years. Several include charges related to drunk driving and speeding. Court records dating back to 2012 show Brandy Bear had numerous encounters with police on the road. They include charges for operating a vehicle with an alcohol concentration equivalent of 0.15 or more in Wells County. For her guilty plea, Bear received home detention and probation. 2 years later, an OWI charge in Howard County. In 2018, Bear appeared in court again, charged with driving while suspended in Blackford County. But a judge dismissed that charge and also found her not guilty of unauthorized entry of a motor vehicle. And in 2020, this court order shows Bear's driver's license was reinstated. Almost 2 years to the day she crashed her car into this home in Montpelier. She now faces a list of charges, including driving drunk causing death, reckless homicide, and resisting law enforcement. Investigators say Bear's past OWI offenses qualify her to be considered an habitual vehicular substance offender. In fact, today he filed this paperwork to seek that status. And Scott, that means if convicted in this most recent case, a judge could add another 1 to 8 years onto her sentence.
Such a sad story
Just
all
awful.
The way around.
So sad.
Thank you, Dustin.